Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Those are the true names of the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son. Um, Yahweh meaning He is or He is to be. By Hashem in the name Yahushai, He deliverer, He delivers. By Hashem out of Rakakadash in the name of the Holy Spirit. I want to give the double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, okay, who rule well. Um, who have the proper, not the proper or or yeah, you could say the proper or the truth, man, who have the true doctrine, man, who has the true understanding of the Lord has, given, the true understanding, the elders, the apostles and the elders and the men on down, and peace and salutations, to the elect, you know. Just real quick, in transit, I made a statement in the last video I made, basically, channeling, the hell or the, all of the fire that we're being put through, for the purging, okay, for the purging of the leaven, so to speak, and using that pain, using the all of the animosity, the pain, all of the energy that you're getting from the situations that you're being placed into, and channeling it, being a conduit to to redirect that energy and put it towards the work, you know. And I said that in the last video, and I was just thinking, like, man, because you go through situations, you wake up, you go through the bullshit. Satan is just, he's on his job, so, and it just makes you, puts a spirit, well, the spirit was put on me to think, like, man, okay, if you on your job, then I need to be on my job, man. Which is the what, man? It's pushing the word, man. It's just doing the work, because at this point, what the Lord has shown us, that this place, this place has never been here for us. Okay, the only thing that's been here for us is to correct and to chastise us and to punish us for the iniquities that we've done in our past life, okay, and the iniquities that we have committed in this place, okay. Even though we have the option, we can opt out of that contract, out of that covenant, out of the first covenant, okay, for the because of the Lord Yahushua, which is spoken about in Galatians the fourth. Matter of fact, we can grab it real quick, because I don't want to. I want to make a point. I don't want to, make this too long. I believe it's Galatians. It's locked in. Bear with me. I'm driving. Best I can do. Let me get straight to the point. Galatians 4. I believe it's all the way. Yep. No, I think it's 3. And no, actually, it may be. I think it's 2. Man, I believe it was 2. I'm not saying, man. Slocky, give me 1 second. It was Galatians 3. Bear with me. Yeah, said I'm, in the midst of driving. Galatians 3 and 13, it says, Mashiach have redeemed us from the curse of the law, right? So that was the point. The Lord has redeemed us from the curse of the law, okay? Just backing up the point, whereas though this place, where we're at, it wasn't set up for us to be comfortable, us to be at rest, as with Micah 2 and 10, rise and depart, for this is not your rest. It was, destroy, it is polluted, destroy you, paraphrasing, okay? So what this place was for correction, okay? And that's it. And you want to know what the Lord reminds you daily, especially being in this truth and understanding, because sometimes you can get a little bit too comfortable, and the Lord will remind you, like, no, this is not the place, okay? This is not the place, all right? And it says, being made a curse for us, for it is written, curses everyone that hangeth from the tree, okay? But the original point, what I wanted to make is, it was in Romans 13 and 11, right? And when I read it, says, and that knowing that the time is nigh, it says, it is high time to wake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than what we believe. Okay? Because you gotta put things into perspective, man. It's a lot of things going on, and that's why the Lord, says, look at this shit, man. The Lord said, He said, watch ye as well as pray. Okay? And that's a prophet's job, man. That's a watchman's job to be watching and seeing what's going on. Because when war is coming, when the trumpet is being blown, and that's what we're doing as of now, it's because something is coming down the pipe. Okay, and before we can receive the kingdom of heaven, before we can receive it, what has to happen? Okay, the destruction has to come, man. The Lord's will, the word has to fulfill itself. Okay, it has to fulfill itself. And I've done when you dealing with like carpentry or like home improvement or like building like masonry. When you building, when you start with a foundation, okay, when you got a house, and you rip and you want to start, build a new project, and you see within where in the area that you're trying to build that there's a old house, old rinky-dink house, and a fucked up foundation. You can't build upon that. Like all of that has to be wiped off. Okay, wiped off. The area has to be cleansed. For you to start to rebuild, and that's exactly what's taking place now. That's what's happening right now. This society, this kingdom, Esau, Edom's rulership is being broken down. Okay, we're seeing this. We're seeing it, and that's the thing. You got to be watching it in order to see it. Okay, but for those who are watching it and can see it, see it spiritually first. Okay, and by I mean spiritually is within the words that are contained within the Holy Scriptures. Okay. Because when you see him that's written in the Holy Scripture, you see the Lord already had prophesied of these things. He declared the end from the beginning, right? You witness that and you look at that and you say, oh, okay, so the Lord had already set all of this up, man. And this must needs be for us to get to the righteousness, for us to get to to the peace, to the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? All of these things gotta pass, gotta go away. And what Paul was saying right here, it's closer than what we actually believe. It's closer, man. Like, because me personally, when I came into this truth, some like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I'm fairly new in this thing. I always said to myself, looking at the apostles and elders, like, man, they had to be here, they here for decades. Like I just had automatically assumed, like, I'm gonna be doing this, for the rest of my life, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? And but that may not always be the case. You never know. No man knows the hour, or the day, except the Father. Okay. So, but and that's why the Lord said, watch ye as well as pray. You know, you go in the book of Second Ezra, I believe it's the 9th chapter. Measure the time diligently within itself. Okay. And how we measure in the time, we use the words, we use the words that the Heavenly Father has given us. You know, the prophecies that's been written to gauge the time, to see where we're at. Okay, within the Most High's movie. All right, He's given us the tools to be able to pinpoint that. So, looking at that and understanding that, you can come back to this, Romans 13, and knowing, and that's why he's saying, he says, and that knowing the time is now it's high time to wake out of sleep. It says, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. It says the night is far spent, right? So the day is at hand, right? The night is far spent, man. We spent our whole lives in a bunch of fuckery in the darkness, pretty much, man. Okay, playing games and pretty much lost in the world, not having answers to certain things, thinking that we're going to build and try to coexist or exist within this world, and die, and then that's just what's going to be it. But now the Most High Yahweh, okay, through His Son Yahweh Shai, had different plans, for the men that were called. Okay, and we're seeing that now, and we're seeing that everything that He has written, okay, is coming to pass. Okay, it says the night is far spent, the day is at hand. What day is that, man? The kingdom, the day of judgment. Okay, the day of the Lord Yahweh Shai coming back, man, to deliver His elect. Okay, the day that those ICBM missiles are going to touch down on Babylon, the virgin daughter of Babylon, also known as America. Okay, the economy is going to crash, man. There's going to be famine. There's going to be pestilence. Okay, and this is going to be something that's going to come upon the world, and it's going to be those scourges before amendment. Okay, to appease the wrath of the Most High. Okay. Hey, listen, the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants thereof. Hey, listen, he sat back. He's long suffering. He hasn't said anything, man. He watched Edom, Esau, and the other nations. Okay, everybody outside of Israel put their hand on Israel and didn't say anything about it and let you do it. But that's the thing. They think they think that they've gotten away with that. No, you have not gotten away with that, man. No, you have not. You put your hands on the apple of the Lord's eye, so you will get revisited for that. And that, as Ecclesiastes 8 and 11 say, man, okay, because sentence against evil isn't executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the wicked, roughly paraphrasing, are set in to do evil. Okay. So there's going to listen, righteousness. Hey, look, the Lord is going to balance the scales. Okay. And that's why we should be rejoicing, because look, man, we've been kicked, man, for a long time, lifetime after lifetime. Now, granted, we, at the end of the day, we deserve what we got, but at the end of the day, the Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob, man. He's going to have mercy on it. We are the vessels meet for mercy, man. That's what we were created, to show the Lord, the balance within the Lord, okay? As the world like to say, the Lord is love, or the Lord is love. Yahweh is love, man. He is, He's great, He's gracious, He's a good power, He's a merciful power. He is, but on the same note, okay, that's on the right hand, but on the left hand, He's a wrathful, vengeful God, and He's gonna show you that. He's gonna show you that, okay. Continuing on, it says, and that, knowing the time that is now, it's our time to wake out of sleep, for our salvation is nearer than we would believe, since the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Okay? And what is the armor of darkness, man? Basically, hey, listen, the old man, the doctrines or the philosophies of the world, what we learned in this world prior to coming into this truth. Okay? That's what the darkness represents. And what does the light represent, man? Illumination. The light ultimately represents Yahweh Shai. We got to put on the mind of Yahweh Shai. All right? We got to be kingdom-minded. We gotta listen. We gotta be, man. You gotta be willing to bear that cross. You gotta understand within the world of darkness. You gotta let your light shine, man. And how do we do that? Through the doctrines, through the teaching. Okay. And not just saying it, but doing it, but living it as well. We got to live it and do it. Now, granted, we're not perfect, man. And the Lord knows that we're not perfect, man. We were made subject under vanity, but all in all, it's the Spirit that's within us that's made perfect, man. That's being made perfect. All right, through faith, through the law of faith, through the faith in Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. It says, and let us put on the armor of light. Right, and you go to Ephesians the 6th chapter, and it gives you a list of that armor that you need to be putting on. All right, because if you got armor on, why do we have armor? Why do we have armor? Okay, and that's another thing. We battling with principalities, man. This is not just listen. It can be a physical war sometimes, like with the ailments and things of that nature. Basically controlling yourself. But at the end of the day, it's spiritual. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual war. That's what it is, man. And it's a war within yourself, always waging. From the time that you wake up, from the time that you go back to the spiritual realm. And it's a cycle that's repeated. And that's why you got to lean towards the spiritual side of things, man. You got to always be looking to build up your spirit. Always. Continuing on, it says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. Right? It says, but put ye on the Lord, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, and make not a provision for the flesh to fulfill lust. So don't make no excuses, man. And I'm saying this, man, this goes to myself first, man. Because me personally, man, shit, like, man, and that's why you gotta pray, man. You gotta pray. You gotta send up prayers. You gotta ask for forgiveness. You gotta constantly repent, man. But sometimes you do certain things, and it's like, what in the fuck am I doing, man? What am I doing? But he's telling you not to make any provisions for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So not making the excuse to do something to go off. You know what I'm saying? Not making I'm gonna just do that, and I'm gonna be cool. I gotta do this. I gotta do this to go off, and it's like, nah, put that shit away. Put it away. Put it away, man. God made me like this. He did this, so I gotta do this, and so on and so forth. All right, that's not the spirit we gotta be in, man. We gotta be in the spirit of just completely letting things go, man. You got to be in that let go spirit. I did a video, let go of those mortal thoughts, man. You got to cast away the burdens of men, man, because those thoughts are heavy. Those thoughts are heavy. You got to give all that to the Lord. It's like, man, you got it. Brothers got kids, children, your woman, whatever the case may be. It's like shit acting up. People want to be the way that they are. Just let them rock. Like you got it. If whatever you want, whatever you gonna do, you gonna do. That ain't on me. It's definitely not on me. There's a bunch of fucking demons out here on this damn road, man. But that was the point, man. Just a little, all through the spirit. Like I said, man. That's what Lord's will. I can keep that attitude, keep that motto. The energy that whatever you may go through, whatever situations you may take, and I'm just sharing this to the body. Is to take that energy and push it towards the truth, man. Put it towards doing the work and the will of the Lord, and edifying the saints and building brothers up, because that's what this is about. The Lord talked about the kingdom of heaven being within us. So through our experiences, through the lessons, the lessons that we learn, through our day in and day out in this world, you got to share it amongst the body, so they may take heed and at least have a heads up, so to speak. Have a heads up when certain similar situations may be presented to them, and they may know how to take it or handle it. So so with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect and above the ball. Shalom.